Welcome back to our World Beer coverage. We are hanging out with Dr. Bill Sysak from Stone Brewing Company and World Bistro and Gardens.
Yep.
That's a long name.
Cheers, everyone.
How's it going, Bill?
Good. Excellent. It's been a great CBC. A lot of great beers, a lot of great cigars, a lot of great seminars. Greg, don't worry, I went to seminars, and a lot of great meetings. So it's been really fun.
He's on vacation anyway. He doesn't know.
It's all about catching up with old friends. That's the main genesis of the CBC is everybody comes out so you get to renew relationships and just have a great time.
Yeah, there's been some really great seminars and a lot of great events. Stone has done a couple of events. There's been some really great, I know your specialty is food and beer and pairings, and that's what you do with Stone. Talk about some of the things that have been going around town and the influence that we see happening all over America with beer and food.
Well, you know, beer is by far the most versatile of all alcoholic beverages for pairing, much more so than wine and spirits, although I like to pair both of those. Sure. So what we're really starting to see is a lot more restaurants, even non-craft beer centric restaurants that have just a smaller range, get beer pairings on their menu, which is really critical to get it in that level with the wine, where people start thinking about pairing their beer with their food. I've started to take it beyond that. I'm doing things like Not Your Father's Boilermaker pairing beer and whiskey, doing beer and cigar pairings. Beer is just so versatile. There's not a food in the world you can't pair, and I'm showing that there's a lot of other good things you can pair with beer also.
Yeah, we see, I don't know how often you do it. I'm guessing somewhere around monthly you do a beer and cigar pairing with Stone, and that's pretty awesome. Let's touch briefly on that, about how you go about picking out the qualities of a cigar and the qualities of a beer and bringing those together.
Right. Well, historically what would happen for a normal wine pairing, for example, a chef would taste a wine, make a dish. I've always been a fan of getting the food as a upfront component. So what I do is when you go to most cigar dinners, they have cigars with cocktails at the beginning. You sit down and eat with more cocktails, and you maybe have dessert with a cigar and cocktails. Cigars are very complex, just like beer. They have a lot of flavor profiles, and they're broken down into thirds as far as the flavor extending. So I pair 2 cigars, a third of each cigar with the beer and a course. So you're actually smoking while you're eating and drinking, and you're having a 6-course dinner, 6 beers, 2 cigars, and it's just an amazing experience. So I have our chefs make up amazing food items, and then once I get that profile, I decide what 2 cigars I'm going to do, and then I work around them. It might be a cigar that has a big Maduro wrapper, so that means it's going to have a lot of chocolate and espresso notes, so it's a natural for darker beers and stronger food items. Or it could be something light. You could actually pair a lighter wrapper cigar with things like saisons and IPAs. So it's really fun to play with and blow people's minds.
Yeah, that's really awesome, and that's something that you are starting to see a lot more of as well. Bill, really appreciate you joining us today.
Cheers.
And
good to see you, Chris.
good luck to Stone Brewing tonight in the WBC.
Thanks. Cheers, man.